Hello, I'm Jennifer Walsh and I'm going to be discussing management actions and alternatives for the conservation of the Ozark big-eared bat. The Ozark big-eared bat resides on the Ozark Plateau and is federally listed endangered. Current population counts estimate between 1,600 and 1,800 bats. Causes for their decline are habitat fragmentation and destruction, human disturbance and conflict, genetic isolation, and white nose syndrome. This plan seeks to conserve, protect, and restore the Ozark big-eared bat. The vision of this mission is to conserve, protect, and restore the Ozark big-eared bat to historic population levels through science-based decision-making and community-inclusive ecosystem management. By working with stakeholders and other conservation groups using up-to-date data and scientific research, along with educational outreach and community involvement, management actions can be implemented to save this species. Restricting access to hibernaculae and maternal caves is paramount to the success of this plan. Gates can be placed at cavern openings and signage implemented to warn of the restricted areas, as well as camera surveillance and use. Surveillance cameras can be placed at openings as well for another form of deterrence. If gates and cameras are deemed too costly or unsightly, then brushy vegetation can be planted to obscure and restrict access to entryways, and signs should still be deployed warning of the restricted areas. Management and mitigation of white nose syndrome requires a combination of treatments and remedies ranging from mechanical manipulation of the habitat, chemical in the form of fungicides applied to the habitat, and biological treatments applied to the wings of individual bats. Vaccines are in trials and might prove effective for treatment in the future. In the meantime, UV light treatments in combination with fungicide applied prior to hibernation in hibernaculae caves, as well as individually capturing and treating bats, and temperature and humidity regulation of hibernaculae is proposed. In the event that individual treatment of bats and mechanical manipulation of temperature and humidity in caves is unfeasible, then fungicidal and UV treatment of caves alone should be used in the least. Providing safe corridors between fragmented populations can help increase genetic diversity. Corridor spaces remain unused and need management to restore. Planting native trees and clearing underbrush that is overgrown due to fire suppression can be a good starting point, as well as working with local legislators to provide protections for migratory bats. If safe corridor and population reconnectivity efforts fail, captive breeding programs can be attempted to help increase genetic diversity of wild populations. However, these efforts are difficult and rarely succeed, so safe corridor restoration should be the primary goal. Bat relocation of individuals can also be attempted to help mixed populations. When capturing bats for white nose syndrome, gathering samples and affixing tracking devices can aid in data collection, as well as deploying trail cams at hibernaculae to aid in post-hibernation counts. In the event that capture treatment programs prove unsuccessful, data and sample collection can be reduced to a smaller number of captures. However, trail cams should still be used to aid in counting. The education of locals is important for success in this venture. Holding seminars or talks at local libraries and schools, as well as distributing literature on the topic, can help spread awareness as to the importance of this species, as well as what individuals can do to aid in the conservation of this critical species. Holding regular stakeholder meetings can also help to inform the public, as well as aid in developing the management plan and action. Community support and inclusion is essential for this plan to succeed. So in order to prioritize this inclusion, concessions and alternatives can be adapted. Thank you for your time, and for further reading, please visit these sources.